Alright, here we go with the end game for the Servants. A distasteful exercise in gaming. I've played XCOM since the beginning, UFO Defense in 1994, and all the games since. But here, I'm playing the Servants. Somebody asked for the end game of it in the cutscene, so here it is. So you have to first go through the main quest line to the point where you are able to communicate with the aliens, find out what they want, gain their trust, and eventually you will get to this last quest, assert alien homogeny. And you have to, once you get this quest, you will get 3 different organizations. You have to have the one Sword of the Devoted on one of your agents, and you have to go to New York City to the UN once all the requirements are met, and you herald the masters and they take over the planet. To do that, first you have to control at least 65% of Earth's population. That's a difficult stretch. The other one was spacecraft, having 80%. The aliens spacecraft account for that, so I didn't have to make that many ships and didn't really have a lot of space combat. It's basically on the planet. Now, to get this 65% out of 8,404,000,000 people, you have to get a good chunk of the states on the map. I had to get the EU, Russia, and all the little friends around them. You have to, join them to your main countries: China, India, Indonesia. I grabbed all these together into one organization. US, Mexico, Brazil. Those are all the ones that have the most of the population. All these other places are really small. It would take forever to do anything with those. So it's basically the Northern Hemisphere: India, Indonesia, and Brazil. And once I did that, they give you, when you get this last quest, they give you 3 different organizations. One of them is called the Sword of the Devoted. It's this one here. It allows you to finish the last quest of the game. And abductions. In order to take control of different countries for the aliens, you have to take control of each country and then build an alien base in that country. So you have to get 15 of these abduction missions, and there's only 2 of these orgs of the 3 that will allow you to do abduction missions. Let's see. So it's right here. Like Beijing for China. I had to get 15, and then you're allowed to make the actual alien base. Like for the US, here's an alien structure. I had to do that when I took over the US. I had to do it for EU, China, India, and so on. And the person who has that, Sort of the Devoted, no, they just do abduction missions there. This guy's got one, Alien Administration Transition Team. That one, okay, this is the one. Once you've got 15 abduction missions in one province, doesn't have to be the capital, just somewhere in the country, then you can build the facility after that and grant alien control the next turn, and you can do abductions with this one. So really it's that one and the one that ends the game, where you see the one? No, it's this guy. So anyway, I did that. I got 65%. And then you go to New York with this guy who has the correct organization. And here's the button. Herald our masters. Have 65%, have the most fleet.
Sisters and brothers, we have achieved harmony. Drowning out the unbelievers with one voice, we find ourselves renewed, refocused, and reborn. Some will resist the dawning age of Nirvana, but in the end, all will embrace salvation.
So, victory for the servants.
Wrapping up here.
And here's the information in a box. They don't really show the aliens very infrequently. And then you get the credits. Aliens win. Game over, man. Game over.